In your absence, I've gotten to know Julie quite intimately. Her tastes are varied. But I can tell you this. She doesn't date freaks.
If I mentioned a couple of the movies that you've done that led you to the place that you are now, I remember Darkman is something that sticks with me.
Yeah.
How does that play in your head now when people bring it up?
It was fantastic working with Sam Raimi, you know, this wonderkind as he was then, and I think he still is, of great cartoon storytelling, you know, and the pyrotechnics he would do with his camera and stuff like that was just a joy, you know. And playing this kind of masked man who's disfigured, you know, it plays into the Phantom of the Opera and all that stuff.
And then 2 or 3 years later, you're Oscar Schindler in Schindler's List. That's kind of a career changer, isn't it? Schindler's List.
I certainly was for me, yeah, and it was such a beautiful script, and I don't know the route of how I got the script other than through an agent, of course. I'd met Stephen in London because I read for when he was doing Empire of the Sun. I read with all his potential young actors who were going to be the lead, and I remember after we spent a whole day reading these fantastic kids, he said, "But I have my guy who's going to play in this." I said, "Oh yeah, who is he?" He said, "His name's Christian Bale, and he's shooting something else." And I said, "Well, wasn't this a waste of time?" You know?
What is that?
But it gave me a chance to work with him for this particular day.
And now in Dark Knight, right?
And no. Christian.
Now,
no, I meant Stephen.
Christian.
Sorry.
Well, Stephen, but you know,
and
it all comes around.
Yeah, I know.
Well, all these are those moments we can't go through that whole career. But I've got to mention Taken, because Taken, you're doing the sequel to now.
We're doing a sequel now, Peter. Yeah.
Did you lose that daughter again?
Can't say. No, I couldn't be that dumb. No.
That couldn't possibly
You're going to
happen.
Europe again?
Again? What? Wait a minute. Taken again? No, it can't possibly be.
No.
I detect while I'm talking to you a little bit of Irish in you. See, that's
just
why
a hint.
it's a tiny thing that's there. You know, that sometimes isn't there. How hard is it when you are playing somebody without that to lose it?
It's funny that the older I get, the more I don't want to put on an accent anymore. Anthony Hopkins says the same thing too, and I totally see what he means. It just becomes for me, it just becomes another wall you have to kind of get over in order to convey emotions. So when I signed up for this, I said, "Look, Joe, I want to play this in my own accent as much as I can, you know. I don't want to have to worry about the pronunciation of my S sounds if I'm doing a certain regional accent from somewhere in America, you know. And anyway, it's going to be so bloody cold, we can't even think that way, so let's just speak the way we speak, you know." So he was in total agreement with that.
Well, there are times that the Grey is almost like the artist. There's you guys are just communicating in a different way, and not through the dialogue.
But it's funny, Peter, you just reminded me, there were a couple of times, certainly up in Smithers, when it was so cold, my brain, I can't speak for the other guy, well I can actually, would freeze, and this function between having the thought here and translating that to your mouth in order to make sounds was really, really difficult. And Joe thought we were fumbling lines because we couldn't remember them. It was just with the cold, it was really hard.
We'll have him try to do it.
Yeah, I know. I should have said that.
That was it. So the reason I bring up Ireland is the sense of you beginning in your life and saying, "I want to do this." When did it happen?
Right.
What's the town in Ireland you're from?
Town in Ireland is called Ballymena. It's about 30 miles northwest of Belfast, in the northeast part of Ireland, known as Ulster. It's still politically a part of Britain, but we'll not get into that. That's,
We're not going to get into the Troubles?
we'll not get into trouble.
Come on, Liam. There has to be some area there.
But anyway, I was brought up during all the Troubles, and that was, and the escape route was drama, amateur drama, school plays, and then that led to. When I was 17 or 18, I thought, gosh, I'd love to do this for a living, and teacher training college got in the way first, and then I came back to Belfast, and there was a fantastic theatre that I'm the proud patron of now called the Lyric Players Theatre. That was a professional theatre, and they did a play every 4 weeks. And I did an audition, and I joined. I was there for a couple of years, and literally doing a play every month, which was...
Best way to learn, isn't it?
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So lucky. But anyway, from there I went down to Dublin. I joined the Abbey Theatre down there, and John Borman saw me in John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men. I was playing Lenny. And he cast me as Sir Gawain in Excalibur. And that was my first real experience of being in a real movie, you know.
We always end the show where I ask every guest to end it in a slight bit of song.
Slight bit of song.
A little bit. You're Irish, so it has to be in you. But you can sing anything you want, as long as you don't disguise your voice when you do it.
Okay.
And then you're free to run amok.
Let me think. Tooraloo-ra-loo-ra, tooraloo-ra-lay, tooraloo-ra-loo-ra. That's an Irish lullaby. Doesn't sound like Bing Crosby, does it?
It
Do you
shouldn't.
remember he sang it, Going My Way?
He
Barry
should.
Fitzgerald.
It's Going My Way. It's just
Yeah.
he's Father O'Malley, so he's
Yeah.
an Irish priest. That got you for that reason, wasn't it? You also played a priest on The Simpsons. I remember you converted
Oh, I played a few
Homer.
priests.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you converted Homer and Bart to Catholicism, something I can't really ever forget. And I even hear that you are on Ricky Gervais's new show about Life's Too Short.
Yeah, we do. I did a little sketch with Ricky. Yeah. Funny guy. Crazy guy.
Were you converting?
No, I'll tell you what it is in a nutshell. I go to him and his partner, Stephen Merchant, as me, Liam Neeson, very, very seriously, and say, what can we do for you? And I ask him, I want to break into comedy. And it's just like a comedy movie. I said, no, comedy sketches, stand-up comedy, parody, crazy characters and stuff. And then he tests me on my comedy skills, and it just goes down. But it is quite funny.
Good, see? So you're laughing at you and with you, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
it
course, we
is.
all have to do that.
We all have to tour Laura at some point. So Liam, thank you. Good
Thank
luck
you,
with
Peter.
the Grey.
Thanks, buddy.
Take care.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.